Oh my gosh, guys, they died in a plane crash. This isn't about politics. How did they
Own a plane? How do they own a plane? Do you own a plane?
I don't own a plane. You want me to cry over some guy that owned a private plane?
Come.
This is sick. This is evil. Yes, you should still care about innocent people dying, even if they're wealthy and you're broke. They're still humans. The little boy in this family didn't deserve to die because his dad and mom liked Trump. Up next, we got to talk about this story going mega viral on TikTok that genuinely horrified me and made me sick because lots of progressives on TikTok are cheering the death of a baby because that baby's parents were Trump supporters. I'm not kidding. That's what's happening. Take a listen first to this video just summing up the story that happened, which is actually just in its own right a really tragic story about this family who died in a plane crash after posting a video that got a lot of attention on TikTok about how excited they were to go for their flight. Take a listen to this video summarizing what went down.
A stay-at-home mom uploaded this adorable video of her toddler riding his bike around his father's plane. And the very next day, their entire family died in a plane crash. The Leroy family was the picture-perfect family living in Idaho. Justine was a stay-at-home mom who loved making TikToks with her son. He especially enjoyed showing off her life and husband, who was a private pilot and owned a single-engine Mooney M20 small plane. Just one day after she uploaded that video showing a simple, happy day with her family, she and her family boarded that plane and took off from Nampa Airport. Their flight only made it 3 kilometers before they began circling low to the ground and then took a nosedive into a residential neighborhood. Although no one on the ground was injured, all 3 family members died in that plane crash. While their family is trying to grieve, they simply cannot, because trolls have taken to the internet to dig up information about their family, and you won't believe what they found. They found photos and videos of Justine wearing a MAGA hat in support of President Donald Trump. And when commenters noticed this, they began to leave cruel comments celebrating the family's death. The comments were so disgusting that Justine's brother had to step in and leave a comment defending his sister. He wrote, "I would like to ask everybody to please stop saying my sister and her family deserves death because of her political views. I personally did not agree with her, but she's still my sister." What do you think of this story? A beautiful family died, and all anyone can think of is the fact that they supported Donald Trump, and they're hating them for it.
Now, what was sad and so deranged is that after this heartbreaking story, I can see why people are talking about it, why it's getting buzz. It's I mean, interesting and haunting the way they posted this video about the flight that then went down. But then just it's so sick that this is what we do now. This is what the internet and what our culture does. They went and hunted through this woman's Instagram photos and they found a picture of her with a MAGA hat. The horror. She's like half the country and is a Republican. And then people started cheering her death and her family's death in the comments. Here's another video highlighting some of those.
Y'all bogus as hell. This whole family just lost their life in a plane crash. You find the woman's account, and after you go through her page and find out she's a Trump supporter, y'all up in the comments saying that she deserved to be unalived. Hope they are all nice and warm in hell. Someone got humbled. They're looking up at us. Hoping unaliving on somebody over political views is crazy.
Now I want to show you a video of someone who I think is literally a communist mocking and celebrating the death of this beautiful family with their very young little boy because they're rich or something. And keep in mind, this video has been liked 200,000 times. The video I'm about to show you. Take a listen.
Oh my gosh, guys, they died in a plane crash. This isn't about politics. How did they
Own a plane? How do they own a plane? Do you own a plane?
I don't own a plane. You want me to cry over some guy that owned a private plane? Just because his family voted for Trump and now I'm supposed to look the other way because the whole family got? What kind of all-American family do you know owns a plane? Not any of the ones I know. Fuck them.
200,000 people liked that video. This is sick. This is evil. Yes, you should still care about innocent people dying, even if they're wealthy and you're broke. They're still humans. The little boy in this family didn't deserve to die because his dad and mom liked Trump or because they had money and your crusty broke ass doesn't. This is not class consciousness. This is a total loss of humanity and compassion. Let me read you some of the comments from this. They voted to rip families apart. At least they all went together. Don't listen to the bootlickers. You're right about this. Don't mourn Nazis. Low-key tired of the just because they're a Republican doesn't mean they deserve that, because I know full well there's specific groups of people that they think deserve death over their political beliefs. What are you talking about? That's insane. Most Trump supporters don't want any group of people killed because of politics. That's not a thing. These people are so deranged and so detached from reality, and they're in these extremist echo chambers on social media that they develop this vision of what people are like that's just totally detached from the truth, and then end up in this really dark and radical place because of it. This is really scary stuff. Like, a country where this sentiment becomes more widespread tears itself apart at the seams. Now, I want to show you one video to kind of white pill you a little bit of one woman who actually has some decency in her soul.
I see some people in the comments talking about they don't care that she passed away because she is a Trump supporter. First of all, I just want to say that y'all are very foul for saying that. First off, y'all lack human decency. Second off, I don't care what nobody believes in. I don't care what your religious beliefs are. I don't care if you're not religious. I don't care if you support this person or that person politically. I don't care if you are black or white. Innocent people do not deserve to be unalived. That's the problem with the world today, is so much division. It's division amongst religions. It's division amongst political views. If you don't agree with the masses, there is such a huge problem. I respect everyone's standpoints. That is individuality. Imagine if everyone thought the same, acted the same, believed in the same thing. Oh my God, that would be so boring.
Now, here's the problem with TikTok. That first video of the deranged hater, 200,000 likes, nearly 1 million views. This one, couple thousand views, 310 likes. Crazy spreads like wildfire, while the decency and common sense does not. I don't know what the answer is here, folks, but I'm really worried about the internet and the toxicity and the evil and the dehumanization of our fellow citizens that I see happening on the left and the right, but particularly in these online far left echo chambers. What do you guys think? Are you as mortified by all of this as me? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't yet. All right, guys, that'll be it for today's episode of the Bread versus Everyone podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do make sure that you guys check out the merch items I have available linked in the description. Send in your voicemails for my Voicemail Friday episodes. And with that, guys, we'll talk again real soon.